In this worked example, we need to calculate the y-intercept because we can't read it off the graph directly. So we can see we have the velocity when the time is 10 seconds. Effectively, we want to know the velocity when the time is equal to 0. So the first thing we need to do is calculate the gradient, which in this case is 0.46875. And I'm going to use this value here in subsequent calculations. Now, of course, we know that this is a graph in the form of y equals mx plus c. And we want to find the value of c, which is going to be equal to y minus mx. And we're going to take a point from the line. I'm just going to take this point over here, where x is equal to 26 and y is equal to 8.0. So we're going to use those points in this to say that that's equal to 8.0 take away 0.46875, the calculated gradient, times 26. So I'm just going to do that on the calculator, which gives me a number equal to minus 4.1875. So the y-intercept in this case is equal to minus 4.2. And I guess that's the kind of thing that we might expect. If we were to go back, I guess, to over this point over here, and then think about where that line goes, it's going to be a negative value. It's going to be smaller than 0. So in this example, the velocity at time equals 0 would be equal to minus 4.2 meters per second. So don't forget the units when it comes to looking at graphs. If it's the gradient or the y-intercept, in physics there will often be a unit associated with it. By the way, this is just one of many videos I've made covering all of the maths that you need to understand for A-level physics. It's part of a mini course which includes many more topic videos, multiple worked examples, and also a guide that you can download. You can find all of this over at alevelphysicsonline.com.